Hi, today I will be explaining this Leetcode problem 1358, the number of substrings containing all three characters. Okay, so I want to explain what the problem is asking for. The problem is saying it will give you a string that only has A's, B's, and C's, and it needs you to find the number of substrings that have at least one instance of A and one instance of B and one instance of C. A substring is any uh sublist of consecutive characters within a string. So, for example, BCAB would be a substring, but BC and then this last C here would not be a substring because there's a gap between the BC and the C character. Okay, so I want to show you my code for the problem after I just showed you an example case. So the first thing I do, given the string s, is I build a dictionary with the indices of all the a characters, of all the b characters, and all the c characters. If the string doesn't contain at least one a, at least one b, and at least one c, then there are no valid substrings of that string. Okay, so after I do this, let me show you the bulk of the code, which I may have overcomplicated a little bit. But basically, it's a while loop that goes from left to right of the string s. And so the first step is okay. So the first step of the while loop is we have this cur min starting in variable, which tells you what's the minimum leftmost position of the substrings that we'll be finding. So we start out with this being 0. So that means we can use all of the string to find substrings. But for example, when this variable is 2, for example, what that would mean is that we have crossed out A and B, and so we can only consider these last 4 characters of the string. So what this while loop inside is doing is it's just finding the first index of a character that is greater than or equal to the cur min starting end. If it's not able to find an a character that is at the cur min starting end or to the right of it, then that means that there's no more a's in the rest of the string, and so it breaks from the while loop because we found all valid strings already. Same thing for b's and same thing for c's. And then this part here is just saying what is the last character of the A, B, and C specific character that we found? What is the latest character of the A, B, and C that we found? So if the B, C, and A that we found is B, C, A, then the latest character would be this A character here, so the index 3. And then this here just says the number of substrings containing that particular A, B, and C character, where you can expand the substring to the right as much as you want. It's just the length of the string minus the index of the last character. And that is it. So if I run it here,